Are you ready for this?
We're here! Hi, what's your name?
I'm Joe Fowler.
Hi, I'm Ron Popeil.
That shows anybody?
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Tom Purvis, trainer to the trainers.
Hi, I'm Mike Levy.
Hold on to your power rods.
But wait.
What are you doing?
Call now.
Call now.
Call now, call now. Call or log on now.
Call now.
Call right now. Call in the next 18 minutes. Call in the next 16 minutes.
Call in the next 7 minutes.
Call these numbers right now.
Hello and welcome to Call Now, where we plunge headfirst into the surreal world of infomercial. And while we can't offer you free shipping, we can guarantee that the views and opinions expressed on this podcast are definitely those of this network. Thank you, Tim. My name is Dan Sturdivant. I'm joined as always by my co-hosts on this three-man we've known it's Call Now. If you can squeeze a sponge, you can operate Mark Pedrati. Hey, Mark.
Hey, I'm doing outstanding.
Outstanding. And this guy even bends around corners for hard-to-reach jobs. It's Dave Sandrini. Hello, Dave.
What's up?
It's 1994. 1994. Oh, sorry. Man, if you guys missed it last week, you gotta check out the link to the full watch party, both as a podcast, which we try to do our best, but if you're listening for us on that podcast, you'll be sorely disappointed because we were dumbfounded watching Power Driver. There's no the. They're very, very, very descriptive about that. You check it on YouTube if you want to watch it with us and be just as stunned as we were, because this week, we're getting screwed all the way in. It's time to get into every single detail of Power Driver. So, as we said, this thing, 1994.
1999.
Great year if you're a New Yorker. Not so great if you remember the Simpson Family.
Oh, gosh.
This stars Michael, a.k.a. Mick Hasty of Magic Bullet fame.
Magic Bullet.
He's a young man.
Danny, you're a young man. Don't do it.
Dressed like he's ready to clean a boat or play some squash.
I'm just gonna run through some yellow squash.
Didn't make a ton of sense, but looked great.
Well, it's good that you wore your paint clothes, but we don't
Real
need 'em.
deep V.
I want to look like that guy.
Incredible.
That's incredible.
And this infomercial had every single thing we always say we've always wanted.
This is what every guy wants.
Which is why we couldn't talk when we watched it. This was one of the salient points that came through was, Dave, you said exactly this. You're like, oh, it's like they listened to our episodes. Like, this is everything we've ever wanted.
Do what I want, how I want, and when I want.
Hopefully now that we've had a little bit of time to digest it and rewatch it, being able to see around some of those corners, try to bend around them, huh? Come on.
Not only curves and bends.
Maybe now we have the proper context to be able to talk about it.
And talk about precision.
But I feel like Mick is where we got to spend a lot of time.
It really is a time saver.
But please, gentlemen, how are we? Have we recovered from the bomb that was going through Power Driver?
I think it was a very special evening. We had that one
He
night.
designed a special lid and a fill tube.
It was incredible.
The one piece I want to keep this out here and it makes it this much more special. I knew what a screwdriver was going into it.
Isn't that great?
You did.
I wasn't going to be confused by the product.
Confucius
I
say.
just got to like salivate over young Conan O'Brien
But these are frozen,
the
though.
entire night.
How about his voice?
I like banana.
Mick's voice. I could listen to him talk all day.
I can eat a peach for hours.
It's smooth like butter.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's very weird.
Add a little butter while you're waiting there, man.
It's very calming. It's soothing. There is a very rhythmic quality to it where it is like you're following along with it. And especially in the pricing bit,
If I was to charge you half that, you'd be a happy man, right?
it's almost like it's singing a duet with Dick, where Mick won't give him the price.
Right. We'll give you the drill bit.
It felt like a musical, like a play, where Mick's just like singing his song and Dick's coming in, but how much, Mick? But how much, Mick? So it smacked of Amazing Discoveries. It felt like Little Shop of Horrors. It was nuts. It was so cool the way they were playing off each other. But yeah, the Mick pull you in thing was, I was hook, line, and sinker.
We have no response.
That was perfect.
Young.
Yeah.
10,
11,
15
64.
years from Magic Bullet.
Smashed by the magic bullet.
Something
He's
like
got to be late 20s.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's looking good
I want to look like that guy.
in the Magic Bullet.
Got any berries?
He's got a young face.
Let's face it.
Yeah, I couldn't find his actual age, but I really wanted it.
I really want to eat
Like you said, Mick was like, oh, normal looking, like average dad in the Bullet.
Look okay.
And then he's like, oh, this is what young Mick was like. Oh shit,
This is what every guy wants to look like.
this guy's a killer.
Yeah, but he's not silly looking. How many times have we turned on one of these infomercials and immediately we just start laughing at whoever the pitchman is?
Stop laughing. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Billy Mays,
Hi, Billy Mays here for OxyClean.
pretty normal looking.
I mean, Dick Van Patten takes that cake.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dick Van
It's
Patten.
kind of silly.
yeah. But I mean, it's not like the first time we saw Tease
Pounded.
where we were just like, whoa, wait a second here. We could do 30 minutes on just this.
guys, tell me how good that is.
I'd say Mick's voice, when I heard it the first time, I heard the adolescence in
I
it,
have 5 children at home. 2 are football players.
but his cadence was good from the beginning.
Exactly the same.
It was like bang, bang, bang.
boom, boom, boom.
I felt like auctioneer the whole
And I'll cut $10 off the price.
the way he's
Yeah.
kind of just like running through things. But yeah, you could tell he was little baby voice.
We got eggs, baby food.
His copy was loaded.
Have you ever tried looking for that one special size tool in the toolbox?
I mean, it was so many words, even more than the Bullet.
I'm gonna get this party rolling.
Yeah, there was a lot to do for something that didn't need much.
It replaces over 50 regular tools.
Right, Mark, your point, like, I know what a screwdriver is. Thank you. But they really got to everything that it could ever think about doing and then some. And then they did a lot of the silly shit that we always beg for.
Got your attention, huh?
And just going above and beyond for that. But for the other point on Mick that I wanted to bring up, and I can't think of an accurate comp in sports or as an actor.
All right, Dano.
Because I thought that after the Bullet, I was like, okay, this guy caught lightning in a bottle with Magic Bullet.
Nachos, anybody?
There isn't a ton of other of or about him.
It is if you want it to be.
There's just not a lot of stuff. It doesn't feel like there's a ton of Mick content out there. And then you see this
Now look at that.
from 94, and it's like,
1999.
I think this is better than the Magic Bullet. Like, I'm going to watch this all the time.
That's all I do.
If it had the pub, for whatever reason, that the Bullet got,
I'm gonna get this party rolling.
this would run for years.
It took me over 10 long years to invent a fryer.
Do we have to reevaluate Mick as a genius?
I think Mike Keenan's a genius.
Like, he had his initial work as this, and it's perfect.
Pesto pasta.
And then just like went into hiding, did something else, and then came back out for the Bullet, which is the best known infomercial in history.
I don't see any reason why it would
It's like he has these couple of things. They're the best things. I can't think of another thing like this.
Well, it's Robert De Niro. You're only watching Mean Streets because you saw Casino and Goodfellas in the 90s.
Like I'm a clown. I amuse
To
you.
most people, they would do that. To a film enthusiast, they would watch everything he
bit.
does. I don't think we'd ever get back here if the Magic Bullet didn't exist. So we do have to keep remembering that validates the way he is in this one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's just really hard to
Yeah.
know who Mick is in just this one.
Please welcome Mr. Michael Hasty.
Yeah. He's not even Mick.
He's Michael.
Michael.
Fucking
He's
Mike.
Michael. It's definitely like Amazing Discoveries is probably the best one consistently.
The hall of pressing past.
Consistently the best one. But
Oh yeah. Good luck finding a bad one of
yeah,
those.
like Mick seems like he just had a talent for writing and producing these things.
Watch how easy this is.
That's the common element in this and the Bullet.
It's also reversible.
And also both of the products are cool. That's also a thing. Like the Bullet's fine.
Jalapeno?
This thing is even cooler. I know what Dan's saying there is like, why isn't this one more popular?
Popular Science magazine named Power Driver the tool of the year. Now,
Boiling it down, it just seems like I think Mick was good at this.
That's very, very easy.
See, like when we watch Maze do the ladder, it was like not a great infomercial, but Maze is great.
Step up in safety.
Yeah.
This is a good infomercial.
Sure.
Yeah. I feel like this should be more popular than the Bullet.
Smashed by the magic bullet.
Big ups to Mick. I really hope that this is like the tip of the iceberg. There's a treasure trove of Michael Hasties out there
so, okay, Michael.
that we can uncover. But my initial dives into the research indicate that we might be at capacity.
Yeah.
We might be it. Now it's too bad, and it's kind of a bummer when we think of it that way, but
Don't let your next painting project get you down.
there's way too much to be excited about
I'm pretty excited about
for
it.
the Power Driver, and it's not going anywhere.
Don't
The
panic.
second watch of this thing, I definitely felt like I haven't seen this one before.
Peekaboo.
I think that's why I enjoyed it so much.
I like that.
The laugh track
Yep,
Yeah.
instead of the audience.
I did notice that.
We talked about it a couple of times where we're like waiting to see them,
Okay, now.
right? We're trying to think of like, what are they going to look like?
This is what every guy wants to look like.
You kept hearing them, and even the four that came on stage, the two couples for one of the challenges, they were described as members of our studio audience when he brought them
Yep.
up.
Over here, we've got two groups of people from our television audience.
So like they were that committed to the bit.
Yeah, it's just, you got to imagine Amazing Discoveries without the audience.
Got your attention, huh?
Like, that's what this one did. The laugh track kind of clued me into it, where I was like, oh, that's just an audio drop,
Right.
you know, on the transition when they're going from this setup to that setup. And then again, when they got people from the audience, I'm like, these guys are doing their lines way too quick for this to be live whatsoever.
I cleaned his clock. Mark was using the cordless screwdriver.
But it just seems like such a great template.
It's the form.
Yeah, you wonder if like Mick he could have just produced these for any pitch man
Pound the meat with flavor.
and been like, just give me the script,
I
I'll
know.
produce it for you.
Did he work on Amazing Discoveries maybe?
I don't know.
Interned, yeah.
Yeah, he was a PA.
Yeah.
Just getting Levy's flicking butts at him.
have a London taxi cab to make it more fun.
He's like grabbing shit. He's pulling cord for Ian Long.
Believe you've got some very pressing problems.
Or like a head writer situation. He's like a Conan on The Simpsons kind of.
Oh, so he's Conan.
He's like the Conan on this infomercial.
Outstanding.
Yeah, man. Just to briefly give the overview of Power Driver itself
Hold on to your power rods.
before we get into all the nitty gritty, all details. It is a handheld screwdriver replacement tool
Sells for $3.
that allows you to screw, ratchet, drill, and anything else you would do with any other handheld tool with as little effort as it takes to squeeze a sponge.
It's like squeezing a sponge.
It looks like a hot glue gun, caulk gun combo that's capable of literally anything.
Man, I got a bad bite.
And as Mick describes it, it runs on the power of sheer genius.
It runs on the power of sheer genius.
Awesome.
And magic.
It's like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Dreams.
So you sure it's not like a gear? Okay, no, yeah, sheer genius, great.
All right.
And it's also the ultimate power tool.
The ultimate power tool.
Nice. Billy likes that
Yeah.
one.
Adorable.
And it's so simple. It's so simple. A child can do it. But like really there's not much else to talk about it than it's a glue gun caulk gun combo that has a twisting mechanism,
You can just twist on one of these colored comfort lips.
but they make sure that they hammer home everything it can absolutely do.
Pound it.
They give you every attachment under the sun,
You get over 40 versatile power driver attachments.
like every type of bit, every type of driver, ratchet, everything.
Blue box.
Blue box.
We'll get into all of that,
And now, Lloyd Denberg with more vital information for your everyday life.
especially the box.
Who's in the box?
What's in the box?
Put your right hand in the box.
And they say it replaces $350 worth of tools,
Thousands and thousands.
at least,
Right.
and all this for just 3 easy payments of $19.95.
For just 3 easy payments of $19.95.
I just love how they found every single unique way to showcase every centimeter of those capabilities. I feel like they left nothing on the dance floor, which is all we've ever wanted.
This is what every guy wants to look like.
But there were some interesting things
Now the utensils are also interesting.
with the audience.
Audience, do you like stale, broken tortilla chips?
That was one of those odd things.
You know, they put these air conditioning vents in the oddest places.
When Mick is doing the live build fix tightening of the mailbox,
Dear Santa, could you send me a bike and a slinky? No, your father's been laid off.
that was a little bit strange. But I think the time that I was most perplexed was just seeing Mick and seeing his outfit.
I don't even need special clothes.
And that was the first time that I really just had to ask, why?
Religion. Greed. Money. Sex. But why? Why? And, as always, it's easy to dismiss this stuff as a joke, but we have to consider the whys of each show. And there are a lot of them. I think my compatriots almost tried to read my mind on these.
Contact Body Blast treats the mind and the body.
But let's just go ahead with it.
Go ahead, Wally.
Because we're obsessed with Mick.
I like you.
Why, indeed.
Boom, 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 boom.
Why do we know so little about Michael Mick Hasty?
Ladies and gentlemen, straight from England, please welcome Mr. Michael Hasty.
I would not go so far as to say that Mick broke the mold or anything for the infomercial, because as we've figured throughout research and also watching way too many of these, they're paid advertisements.
This is a paid program from Ronco.
They can't be true entertainment.
Aren't you good?
They are the reason why TV existed in the first place, to sell you shit.
You sold me.
But I think Mick is someone that's quite crafty.
I'm a crafter.
Regardless of this handicap that these things have. The reason this is entertaining is the same reason that Amazing Discoveries is.
I believe you've got some very pressing problems.
The main thing is the script.
Nobody here has a script.
They're flying through pages.
The Power Pressure Cookbook.
Dick Van Patten never looks behind anything. It looks like he's having a blast.
I know.
And what you need to notice, every bit in detail
Comes with its own drill bit.
mentioned in this thing,
Now you need the screwdriver bit.
it also has a B-roll component or a B-roll demonstration. And there's a lot of them.
How many eggs?
You can hear the script and he'll say, you can use it as a drill.
Just snap it on and drill a hole that fast and that easy.
Boom, there's a cut to the drill, even down to the caveman bit, right?
Stop screwdriving like a caveman.
Instead of having
That's it.
some Mick just pitching that and saying that fun copy,
This is fun. You want to try the paint stick?
they took every bit of that, made a set,
My son and I had a doghouse.
lit it,
I literally did that.
and shot it.
And to the left.
Very Native American.
Yeah.
They used every part of the animal.
Yeah.
One of the things that jumped out at me with this, Dave,
He was quite a jumper, too.
was when they first got to the Range Rover.
Why aren't you going to use it to jack up this car?
Mm-hmm.
Dick is talking through the things that they need to do.
You don't have to use eggs.
You have to get a drill.
Michael, don't we need to get an electric drill?
Cut to the drill. And you have to get a power cord.
That'll need an extension cord.
Cut to a power cord. And you have to plug it in.
Now, where's an outlet?
Cut to the shot of an outlet.
Yeah.
I was like,
Puts it up.
bat, bat, bat.
Boom, 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 boom.
I was like, this must have been an effort.
It is going to take some effort.
But to
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
go to this level of detail and just like match the scene to the word, maybe that's why we were so glued to it, right? I mean, there's got to be some psychology in there.
I think
right?
it definitely is. It's the only formula that this works if you're not just being pure pitch guy.
Our pitch man.
You can say, I put the drop in here,
Would have been dripping all over.
but like you noticed, they have to shoot and light
Here I am in the light rough.
an outlet.
I need to cut a hole in this wall for an
The
outlet.
fact that
Yeah,
somebody,
all of it.
whether it was Mick or
Derek Schwartz,
who was like, let's do it right,
Johnny Miller.
let's do it this way.
I don't know how I could do this at home with any other machine.
It makes for like such a pleasant watch, and you can just read
PGA Touring Pro Doug Reed.
this laundry list
We asked audience members to bring their laundry.
of can-dos that are, get shown to you in close-up. It's such a clean technique.
It's the form.
It's almost weird to me that it isn't used more, and we haven't seen it more.
I still have to go back to and I know a knife is a very similar thing to the screwdriver.
Uh-oh. Dull blade.
It's like, how do you sell a knife? How do you sell a screwdriver? I was looking up the history of a
Yeah.
screwdriver. It's like 1475. They think it was in some manuscript and developed. But like, how do you do that?
I don't know how I could do this at home with any other machine.
You put in B-roll for everything. You show somebody like screwing in something in a pool.
Now, I'm going to take this electric drill and I'm going to put it right in the water.
And you're like, oh shit.
You crazy? Everybody knows that water and electricity don't mix. You'll kill
How
yourself.
would you do that if you didn't
Yeah.
have this? Like, they
Yep.
go so niche.
Yeah.
Kind of what you call bare lie or tight lie.
And they go so kind of creative that they've almost faked it, that they've reinvented some sort of thing here.
This socket wrench here is right out of the Stone Age.
And they haven't.
That was interesting to me because we liked it from the get-go, right? We're like, all of us are kind of like, this is cool. Like,
like that.
the fact that they weren't arrogant with it
You'll get a pair of insulated gloves.
and they took it from there. They're like, this is a cool thing, right?
Cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff.
Here's 50 other things you can do with it.
You know, Dick, there's an incredible feature we've not even touched on
You
yet.
like that part of it? Go underwater with
You
it.
can work up to your elbows in water.
And it's not ridiculous. For these type of sales, infomercial in general, like the greater picture, like this should be the mold.
Who is the mole?
Should have been it.
It's that easy.
That's very, very easy.
The more we talk about it, I think it shines a light on the fact that it's not easy
Nothing is ever as simple as it sounds, is it?
to do all of this, is what it must be.
You won't goof it up.
It must be expensive,
That's not only expensive, that's dangerous.
and it must be time consuming,
A slow cooker feature.
and it must be a limited number of people who are willing to invest both of those things when they know they don't have to for these things to hit, right?
To hit anything like that before.
I'm sure there's some calculus involved with the Derek Schwartzes.
My problem? I don't know. I don't have a problem.
And Johnny Millers of the world who are like,
headed for Berkeley, headed for Mount Diablo. Home run.
yeah, of course you can do that. Like, do you know all the work Mick had to do to do all that shit?
Whoa, cowboy.
Here's his list to get that done there.
All right, Dano.
Oh, no, I'll just yell.
Yep.
I'll just yell and I'll...
Back fat and bat wings.
Can I still throw mine in a fish tank? Well, no, you have to do all the other stuff. Done. I'm out.
Yeah. It's what makes Joe's so good, too.
Buys lunch.
Where you're like, Joe kind of puts himself in 3 or 4 little arenas
We took a little field trip to Universal Studios.
and spaces it out. Like, it's Joe's personality, too.
You're about to become very surprised, Mimi.
But Joe never looks like he's exhausted up there.
So let's do a real test.
And he never looks like too domineering up there.
This isn't going to get it up, you're saying? You want to bet?
Well, that's because Joe Fowler is human cocaine.
I'm going to do a little squeegee action right here.
Yeah.
He is indefatigable. He's incredible.
Yeah.
You switch tools.
It is funny, though. This was kind of like, this one is so good. But Amazing Discoveries is like watching Scorsese.
I'm going to jail.
This was like watching one of Scorsese's favorite movies that you find out about later. He's like, you know what movie I loved was this from 55.
I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed Power Driver growing up. I thought it was incredible. It's just really an influence on a lot of what I did. A lot of people don't see that in my work, but I feel it in a lot of what I do.
Yep.
It's like, oh, Marty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marty, for dropping by. That was incredible.
It's exactly like that.
There was a lot of little stuff in this too that I really liked. So this was on a fake show called Showcase USA.
Welcome to Showcase USA.
Not a show.
Today on Better Golf.
Obviously, we had DVP as our host. He was great.
They certainly did, and they certainly do.
This was run by the Broadcast Arts Group.
Trusted Thane Direct.
And the dart I threw at the end of the watch party about Derek Schwartz of the Schwartz Group being a name I recognized, it is the same guy who endorsed Bo Riles on BoRiles.com.
Add a little butter while you're waiting there, man.
And the other guy that co-produced it, Johnny Millers. These guys are lifers in the industry that just do direct response marketing. They just make fucking infomercials.
Every time you say Johnny Miller, I think the controller for some reason.
Here I am in the light rough.
We go out to 18 with Johnny Miller.
Wait a minute. Shout out the controller.
Don't panic.
In a bad way.
Whoa. We're going back?
Oh.
Yeah, well, back. That's everything that we made fun of.
Tight hole.
This is the reason why we were making fun of the controller.
Because the roll and bulge.
Poor guy, Doug, is just out on an island.
Here I am in the light rough.
Completely alone.
I alone.
Just, here's your copy. And the camera crew's sitting there. Everyone's hot. And
Can't do it better than that.
he's like, well, how about an air-conditioned set?
Go in.
How about 6-hour day?
Looks like a bowling alley down
Like,
there.
how about Austin? Fuck off.
Yeah.
All right.
How about Austin in July? The course is too burnt to have anyone play. Hop out there.
Here we are at a great par 5 at Barton Creek.
Oh, wait. Can you imagine Michael Hasty doing the controller?
Now look at that.
And then
Outstanding.
Doug Reed just shows up.
You don't.
Mick doesn't even have to swing.
He was dressed like it, too.
Yeah.
He's just cleaning clubs.
Remember that bourbon, right?
Hello, Doug. Pleasure to see you.
We're ready to cook.
Shut up, Mike.
People have this preconception that
Okay.
It's like, oh, wow, this is neat.
Good luck with your business.
I had one other why question.
What the heck is it?
Yeah.
What happened to Earl and Suzanne?
They did it.
Which ones were they?
They battled Mark and Debbie.
Were they ever on screen again, or was it just Mark and Debbie that showed up?
It was the Fearsome Foursome, right? They just do the 4 of them up there.
I thought all 4 made a comeback, didn't they?
No.
Or did I have a fever dream and hallucinate that? Sounds like you know the answer to this.
That is a good question, Mark.
No, yeah, you're right.
They never came back.
I'm checking the tape.
Back and to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got divorced
You'll be sorry.
Okay, now.
during the break.
Do they do something wrong?
Yeah, they screwed.
But like, when they're presented, is there a reason in the script or whatever for Mick to get them out of there? Or are they just kind of gone?
Earl's awesome. Earl's like,
Just gone.
I'm Earl. And he has like an awesome line, too. It, like,
I'll use my good old screwdriver.
He's like, my name is Earl.
Maybe they were crew members or something.
Earl?
John.
I don't know.
He was an actor. He was a porn actor.
Mark was a
Yeah.
coxswain.
Mark, we don't know.
Okay, yeah.
We don't know this shit.
I don't know, but I did
Yeah,
notice that.
I didn't notice that. So you get 2 points.
Eat up, guys. Tell me how good that is.
I also loved during the last piece of the price rundown for that last grab your wallet, call right now urgency was if you call right now, I'd be authorized by direct retail to include the case. I was like,
Yeah.
you'd be authorized? You have fucking security clearance for this?
Gun to the
what-
head.
If you pick up the phone and order right now, I've been authorized by direct to retail to include, at no extra cost, this durable custom compact carry case.
Yeah.
Incredible. Hot glue gun to the head. Let's fucking do it. It was so great.
That nice?
That was my Hazel moment.
Did somebody say muffins?
I was like, wait a minute. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
That was your Hazel moment?
It was about the blue case, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, what else are you going to put it in? A bag?
Well, that's what I said too. I was like, yeah, just give you a fucking paper bag, a bunch of this loose shit jangling around.
You have to put it in something.
They gave you so much.
Like, you're going to mail it to me, right?
It was criminal. Did you guys know Missouri was the show me state?
Yeah, Missouri is the show me state.
Oh, yeah.
I did know that, yeah.
Why don't I know that?
Well, you should know that.
I couldn't believe that they held back their call now bit until past halftime.
And they only did it twice.
They had a second.
Yeah.
It was Belichickian.
Yeah.
They had their second half adjustment in their back pocket. They're like, don't roll it out yet.
Mm-hmm.
We're still, no. We can go into halftime up 7 and then do it. Go. Don't give them time to adjust to it.
I said, no, just play goal line.
Going into halftime. Hold it until the second half, and then bam, fucking caveman, 15 minutes, and then circle back and bring it to you again. It's just like, man, what else do you got to do? What do you need to see?
Intercepted.
I was looking at the clock.
People were saying stuff up in the box, asking, were we going to take a timeout? I'd say, Bill, they're wondering about a timeout. He said, yeah, I got
When
it.
the first call now bit ended, there was 10 minutes left in the infomercial. I was like, how?
Did his homework, and he fired his shot and made the play of the year.
Yeah.
That's not how this goes.
I wish I could say that everything we did worked out as well as that. Obviously, it doesn't.
This is usually the end of the second one.
Do it again. For me.
It's confidence.
It's a big question mark for me. Whether that was an actual pacing decision or it's just kind of the way things shook out.
Shake it back!
I was very mystified by that.
That's amazing! Oh!
I think that's what they wanted, because it also came on the back of Mick finally telling you the price, which he also didn't do until right before that, to lead into that.
Yeah.
For just 3 easy payments of $19.95.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, they held the price until 14 minutes
64
of 28:30.
11:01.
And then past that to finally get into and through the call now bit, it was just like, whoa, I'm very tired.
Travel gives you energy.
Yeah.
How did this finally just happen?
What has happened to you?
The whole point of these things is to sell you shit. The whole point of TV is to sell you shit.
And you get to buy sirloin or pork chops.
But this was so captivating that we almost were like, oh yeah, he hasn't told us how much this is yet.
What is the price? Are you going to tell us?
And we're more than halfway done. Nobody's changing the channel once they see this.
Right.
It's fucking right.
The product, very cool.
Cool. I'm being cool here.
We don't have the opportunity to really make fun of it.
The fact that everyone has a screwdriver at least in a drawer in their house.
The cupboard.
And you can outfit yourself with enough screwdrivers for a lifetime for roughly $15. A couple flatheads, a couple Phillips. You're probably good if you're not really project focused.
And how about the cat out of the tree?
And they were confidently asking for $60. It's everything you've ever needed.
A complete system that will replace over $350 worth of tools.
It does what you're already doing.
You certainly did, and they certainly do.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
This is obvious.
And tool of the year.
Popular science.
What is this about an award in Power Drivers game?
We can go back to a couple of those examples, though. It was specifically the pool,
Wet. You gotta have it
the
wet.
garage door opener,
Install a garage door opener.
and the car stuff.
All kinds of automotive repair.
The car, yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Those are all expensive projects. You bought those things. Those are not cheap, and a $60 price tag on this to even accomplish one of those is similar to me as like the paint stick. It's like, oh, I got to paint a room.
I'm going to paint an 8-foot by 8-foot wall with just the paint I have in my hand, and I'll do it in less than 1 minute.
My paint's going to cost like $200 fucking dollars. Like, why am I going to like bat an eye on a $30 paint stick?
And I'll cut $10 off the price.
That's kind of where I felt this was like a very unique way to sell a $60 screwdriver.
I know I've screwed up. Everybody does.
Yeah.
I think having a valuable tool like that,
Believe me, it's well worth it.
always kind of makes you remember to use it a little bit more.
This is a unit that if you have it, you will use it.
Yeah.
Shout out Jan. Shout out Jan Muller.
Hi, kiddo.
Hi, sweetheart.
How are you?
We're back in Shadow. Shout out X-Men.
Shout out.
Man. And shout out to Ron Popeil. Power Steam Fry the Ronnies. Let's do it.
We all know infomercials love to claim that the products they're pitching are award-winning. But let's not forget that they wouldn't have any of those imaginary awards without the hard work of the stars of these infomercials, and that's why each week, the boys hand out the Ronnies, their acknowledgement of the greatest moments of these informative and supposedly objective works of art. They're named in honor of the godfather and patron saint of TV pitchmen, me, Ron Popeil.
It's time to introduce our newest co-host.
Hi, what's your name?
Lynn Gerhardt.
Let's welcome the daughter of the man who invented QRB, Lynn Gerhardt. Come on out, Lynn.
For the
There's a treasure underneath.
award for Best Value Proposition. It's only value, right? That's all this thing is. It's a little blue box full of value. But we'll focus on what I believe are the 4 key win themes for Power Driver.
Power Rod.
I tell you what, man, I like this Power Driver, man. This Michael Hasty, man. Call him Mick if you want. Tell you what, I call him my starting QB, babe.
He looks kind of like Brad Johnson a little bit.
Ooh.
But that's at least the second time that Brad Johnson has waited too long.
Yes. Our first nominee, Speed.
We're going to have a race.
So they showcase it in those multiple head-to-head challenges. Got the RPM tester early on.
300 RPM.
Things fast.
It does the job fast.
Power.
The ultimate power tool.
All the power you need, babe.
It runs on the power of sheer genius.
Equipped with support for the final tightening.
It's this unique support ball that makes the Power Driver a strong socket driver.
Of screws and loosening those stuck-on or painted bolts. Power, babe. It's in the name.
Power Driver.
Ease of use.
Power Driver beats the competition for ease of use.
Again, you only need to be as strong as it takes to squeeze a sponge.
If you can squeeze a sponge, you can operate the Power Driver.
If have sponge squeeze strength to properly operate this, and that is supported by university research.
We asked a leading university to conduct scientific tests.
Thank you. And our last nominee for Best Value Proposition, and the heavy favorite, is that versatility.
Versatile.
It's everything. Screwdriver, ratchet, drill, the flexible extender thing.
The flexible head attachment.
You don't have to use electricity.
You crazy.
Go underwater.
Everybody knows that water and electricity don't mix. You'll kill yourself.
You can mountain climb with it.
When your life is on the line, it better be a Power Driver.
Every single thing you could ever want to do that involves loosening, tightening, screwing, drilling, anything.
To hit anything like that before.
They give you 50 attachments to ensure its versatility.
64.
Please tell me I'm wrong. I would love to hear why.
I'm going versatility, no question about it. But
Bang.
It's either falling in between power or speed.
Save loads of time because of Power Driver's speed.
I mean, that would fall under drill as well, but the drill thing really pissed me off because I started looking at what real power drills like RPMs are, and they're like thousands and thousands, like 4,000.
Thousands and thousands.
And this one was like 300.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's not a great selling point. It's a kind of a piece of shit selling point. But all the other things you mentioned, like versatility on just what you can do with it, like you can get into tight spaces.
Kind of what you call bare lie or tight lie.
You can go underwater.
The water is the biggest problem we have on the job site.
I can't do any of that with the screwdriver I have in my basement. So I'm sold.
You sold me?
And since that case is buoyant,
Blue.
I mean, if you're out at sea,
Don't panic.
you can just hold on to that
Ooh,
until you
that's
get some
right.
help.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It even floats.
I should have put life-saving device. Maybe I think it goes under versatility.
When your life is on the line, it better be a Power Driver.
So go ahead, Dave. Try and top us.
I'm going to go against versatility.
Shut up, Dave!
Bold move.
It's the one that's got to get knocked off, but I'm going with power.
Power Rod.
Because
Tell me why.
that was the thing that I was most skeptical of.
I don't see any reason why it would be.
And that, you know how when you really got to tighten something
Tight hole.
and you really need to give it the elbow grease?
The rolling bolt.
I was wondering, like, are you going to break this thing if you get a nut
Add some nuts.
that is just like really strong on there, or a bolt that's really strong, or does it hold up?
Hold it, Ron.
Because it looks like this little yellow plastic thing.
It does look plastic. I hope it's not.
Yeah.
It's safe.
And okay, so a strong bolt, fine, whatever, I'll get something else. But like, does it always work?
Can you see that working?
That was my main question, and that's why I pick power.
Flavor steam fryer roast.
The skeptical answer.
He's Power Boy.
Yep.
Honestly, I do like the concept for leverage.
It's hard to get the leverage on the job.
It is one of those things where if something is stuck and like you're sweaty because you've been working on something for like an hour and a half that should have taken 25 minutes, and you're mad and you're frustrated.
Don't panic.
And then you keep spinning out because you've already stripped it and you're just like, this
Unbelievable.
fucking goddamn thing.
Are you serious?
The snap bar.
That's nice. So I like that in theory, but
I think they put that snap bar in because they didn't have it in there before, and Dave is over there screwing it in, and they just keep breaking. So they're like, "Shit, we got to figure this thing out." And then they're like, oh wait, shit, you can get some leverage with this thing. So
it does seem like there's a better design
Specially designed boxer's resistance belt.
that's worth $60 of this thing. When you see it, you're like, that's the thing that does everything.
Well, they do have like the evolutionary versions of these, which are like, it's a screwdriver handle with like that ratchet piece inside.
Yeah.
And then you put your bit in the end and you just have to do this with it.
In, out.
Right.
And it's doing all the same work that you would be doing with the crunch. That piece has got to be the same part of the patent, I would assume.
I'm Dick Van Patten.
Of like, it fits within the barrel.
Sure.
And does the ratcheting without having to be a ratchet. But I thought it was cool. I liked it.
That looks good. Can I have one of those?
Dave, valiant effort, but it's the versatility all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. So congratulations to Mark and I. We're going to have a toast to versatility, our first running winner for Power Driver.
Power driver is a screwdriver unlike any other screwdriver. It's a socket wrench and a ratchet that just blows away any other socket wrench. Now, it comes with dozens of attachments for hundreds of different jobs, and it's strong enough to drill through this solid piece of metal and replaces all those expensive tools. It replaces over 50 regular tools, a complete system that will replace over $350 worth of tools.
Next up, we're going to ride shotgun with Uncle Joe. It's time for the Joe Fowler
Photo Razor Challenge
Award for Best Test. Our first nominee is Mrs. Johnson versus the two pros.
Just watch Mrs. Johnson take on these two experienced professionals in a side-by-side race.
This is how they let us know that we weren't in Kansas anymore, I think the first time.
The studio is in Missouri.
Where they smash cut to the workshop. It is Greasy Steve, it's Construction Tommy, and Mrs. Johnson.
On your mark, get set, go.
And they're using the power cordless, the regular screwdriver, and she's got the power driver. She beats them both.
All right, I won.
You can't have this one. This one's mine.
This one's mine. You can't have it.
Great bit. Love the demo. Our second nominee is our couples challenge.
I cleaned his clock. Mark was using the cordless screwdriver.
Going for whatever furniture they were assembling, which now we have some controversy of what happened when those loving couples. We might have lost one of them. We'll try to find them. No promises.
Okay, now, we're going to get back to these people in a second. But
we have assembling a grill.
Dick, imagine you've just had your anniversary and you get this wonderful gas barbecue.
Because, come on, Dick, you got a grill you're putting together? Stupid. You get a ratchet demo. Come on, man.
But now you've got to put the darn thing together.
Installing weather stripping, which is where we saw the drill bit piece.
Now, here's the door.
Our next nominee is whatever he was doing to that Range Rover, which included hose clamp tightening.
Somebody ran over the hose again.
And then he mentioned like changing your lights.
To replace the headlights on most cars, you need this special star bit.
And the license plate.
Probably the most common job of all on the car, replacing the license plate.
And our final nominee is Mick versus the mailbox, where Mick takes the challenge to tighten the screws and bolts on a mailbox in under a minute and does it in just 38 seconds.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. 38 seconds.
They're all good.
Did you catch a game last night?
Some are all gooder than others.
Yeah, installing the weather stripping is good. Assembling the grill is good. And Dan, I know you didn't like the mailbox one quite as much.
38 seconds.
But I thought it was kind of fun to see him do the speed test just because speed tests are...
I love that it was real time.
Awesome.
I did love that.
Yeah.
That
38 seconds. Yeah. And I really, really, really want to pick the Range Rover.
We even have a London taxi cab to make it more fun.
Because that one does show a pretty significant range of versatility, right? But you cannot beat Mrs. Johnson versus the two pros.
I'll trade you my batteries. No, you won't.
I mean, that's like, it's coming in early. And like, she doesn't just beat them.
She skunked them.
She beats them by like 20 seconds or something. And the visual was great. They were just like, make her look like the sweetest old lady possible. And they're like, done.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, Graham.
That's Mrs. Hasty.
But it's like a quarter inch.
19 inches.
It's like the weakest thing. I am going with that, Dave.
All right.
I am. Because unlike you, I think they're all bad.
Not too bad.
I think they're all
Even the Range Rover?
Oh yeah, totally. So like the mixed
guys,
the mixed mailbox thing.
Remember Range Rover?
It was already built, and he puts 4 screws in. That's so easy.
It really is so easy to use.
The Range Rover thing, like Dan says, they don't know what the hell's happening there. He puts a license plate on. That's like the last thing you think about when you do car repair.
Probably the most common job of all on the car, replacing the license plate.
It's putting fuzzy dice in your mirror and then doing your license plate.
We should open a Power Driver auto shop where we just do license plates and fuzzy dice. Yeah, come on in. What do you need, your license plate put on, bro? Yeah, give me $400. I'll take care of it in a couple days.
I need a new muffler. Oh, we can't do that, buddy. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no. No, yeah, our muffler guy's out. How's your license plate looking?
The weather stripping metal's like the thinnest metal ever made. It's like tinfoil, basically.
Use some tin snips, you think?
You know what? Even when I use tin snips and our metal working, it's not that smooth.
You could just nail through it.
You don't have to use eggs.
The demo of assembling the grill, I don't know many people that have ever assembled a grill because they always pretty much come assembled. And would you put the legs on it or a couple different things?
No, it comes in a box.
Oh, what's in the box?
Does it?
Comes in a box.
The boom. Yeah.
Put it all together.
Yeah, but you can use a screwdriver for that.
I mean, I did it, and I don't own a Power Driver, so I guess I proved that it can be done.
But it was like legs.
How about king crab legs?
It was like the legs.
Got hairy legs.
He was putting on, like the grill part.
It was standing.
Was already
like,
there.
He wasn't.
Go ahead and stand right here.
He didn't look at no instructions. Yeah.
Legs are important.
Absolutely no way to duplicate this hamstring exercise with anything in the gym or anything you've ever had at home before.
And then Earl doesn't show up, so yeah, Mrs. Johnson, because she, without a cut, she actually beats those two beef houses.
It's so funny.
She did. Those couple of beef castles, the 3 of them combined to take home the Joe Fowler Roto Razor Challenge. Ronnie, there's just nowhere else to go. Killing it.
Just watch Mrs. Johnson take on these 2 experienced professionals in a side-by-side race.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
All right! I mean, this is the Power Driver.
Power Driver.
Is it fantastic?
I tell you what, I want that
battery.
Power Driver.
I can't trade you now.
I'll trade you my battery.
No, you won't. This is mine.
This Power Driver beats the competition.
Our next category, Barry.
You guys, if you want to see what 13 inches looks like.
It's our award for best piece of the package.
Oh.
And again, there's over 50 pieces, so let me stretch first. Okay. We're going to try this as efficiently as possible. So when you order the Power Driver, you get the complete revolutionary Power Driver system for just 3 easy payments of $19.95. The Power Driver comes with 7 slotted heads for lightning-fast screwdriving, 7 Phillip heads for installing hinges, large and small 12 socket heads for precision nut and bolt driving, 4 Allen bits for assembling cabinets and furniture, 4 specialty hex heads for automotive repairs, this clutch drill bit, 2 screw guides, and that's not all. You also get the incredible flexible neck attachment to reach around high? I don't know. We got some shit going on here.
Tim.
And bend around corners. You get over 40 versatile Power Driver attachments. 40!
64.
But wait, there's more.
I like that.
Because Mick has his secret authorization.
I've been authorized by direct-to-retail.
They include the portable compact carrying case with labeled compartments. You can pound it, stomp it, drop it, it still holds onto every attachment snug tight. And it's yours for free! And this bright blue case is easy to find and virtually indestructible. It even floats. And if you call right now, we'll ship it to you rush delivery.
Ooh.
Today's Tom Sawyer. Nailed it. Mark, what is your favorite inch of the Barrios?
Extremely difficult.
Mark.
Extremely difficult decision. It's got to be the case.
Welcome to Showcase USA.
And it's got to be the flexible neck attachment because
Actually, I didn't have it. Wow.
those are the 2 differentiators here. You can't have all this shit without the case. And this isn't a different screwdriver without the neck thing. So, but the tiebreaker
You better not distract me while I'm trying to get up this glass. I might cut myself.
is the case because it can float. And
it does float. That neck doesn't float.
It doesn't.
Once it's in the case.
And if you're in the pool, which they established, your shit won't sink. My question about the case is,
your shit won't sink.
I know you like to think your shit won't sink.
If the case is full, does it sink or does it float?
It'd be great if when they threw it in the water, they're like shaking all the shit out of it so it floats. Like, well, that doesn't help. All my tools are at the bottom now.
But you're alive.
Your life is on the line. It better be a power.
Did they figure out it floated after they developed?
Oh, shit. Check this out. Dude, look.
Dude, we got another bullet point.
Tell Mick. Dude, get Mick.
Look, let's try everything. Let's try everything to see if it floats.
When did they add that in there?
He's like, oh, is it waterproof? So it's not going to get, like, make everything all rusty? They're like, no. Water goes right into it. But it floats. Like, oh. So all the tools are ruined because they're now corroded and rusty? Yeah, but it would have sank otherwise. Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I can't swim 10 feet down.
Shout out the wide angle. Shout out the wide angle shots underwater. And then shout out 2 screw guides.
2 screw guides.
Because I didn't know what screw guides were.
Fluffers.
Sex Sherpa.
Until like 2 years ago. And then they're pretty handy when you're not just jamming a screw into something.
Dump it in.
So I think that's cool.
Frozen drink.
But you can't go against the flexible neck or the case. I'm going with the flexible neck because it's everything. This is the reason I want to buy.
Really?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You were that attached to the flexible neck.
The flexible head attachment.
I'm going to be honest with you. That didn't jump out at me that much. For me, they used a lot of their real estate on that case. He had to get special government clearance for it. They talk about how beautiful blue it is. Like, it's so blue.
This bright blue case is easy to find.
It's so bright, you can't miss it.
Let me see that.
You never lose this thing.
Just want to lose some fat.
You can tuck it away.
Sitting like this, it's only like 2 feet it takes up in your house. You can put in a closet, you know?
It was almost like they liked the product, but they knew that you wouldn't love it without the case. And I just love it.
It's so bright blue.
Hey. And hold the blue safety handles.
Case closed.
Yeah.
All right, I'm get out of here. Hey guys, have a good night. This is great. Have fun into your part. Oh, yeah, the case has got to take it. I'm sorry. To be the swing vote, run an anchor on this one. It's the case. We'll see you guys at the next Ronnie. Bye-bye.
Okay. See you soon.
Have you ever tried looking for that one special size tool in the toolbox?
Put your right hand in the box.
It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
What's in the box?
Power Driver solves all that.
Oh, what's in the box?
Of searching for pieces. Because it comes with this organized carrying case.
The bull box.
With labeled compartments and labeled attachments.
Who's in the box?
This bright blue case is easy to find.
Wow, what is this crazy trip? How you guys doing? Well, what are you doing? Yeah. I wish this was a Californian themed one now.
405?
Instead, it's the Nancy Nelson.
Hi, what's your name?
Jan.
Formerly the Terry Scott Award for Best Testimonial. We have a largely unfonted group of testimonials, so we'll give you their description, a little brief touch on what they brought to the table.
Cut on any tabletop.
And for those who we saw their names, you'll find them out as well, but they're all dumped into the deep end of the pool here, and our nominees are our 15-year professional carpenter, a.k.a. Stephen Avery, who really likes the control.
You reach for your controller.
And also hopes that he can get out of prison soon because he didn't do it. We also had the interior decorator and florist who is a fan of the simplicity.
That's the best part.
We had the warehouse supervisor, baby, who loves their portability without dragging no cables. Come on, bro, I got a job to do here. Get out of my way. Got boxes to move.
Body transformation specialist.
Followed by our only Hall of Famer of the episode, Johnny Bench. He was incredible.
Incredible, baby. Incredible.
Maybe he should just be a pitchman permanently for everything because he was great. I felt like he did that in one shot and like did it with a mouthful of smoke. He's like, hey guys, Johnny Bench here. Bam, cranked it out perfectly.
In and out. Yeah.
Office lady who is happy that the power driver fits comfortably in her hands.
Fits in my hand great.
We had the tow truck driver who drives a very expensive truck, who got $1,000 worth of tools. I only reach for my power driver. If you own a car, you should have a power driver.
Lift up, out, and down.
Wow. Broad audience. Like your style. We had Cyber Lebowski. We had the dudes that the main thing is the control.
Here I am in the light rough.
I was like, all right, good. I'm glad you like the control. Because you have a computer.
They're in the computer?
Oh, someone's doing well.
I've been a rich man.
We had Dr. El Sayed Abdel Moti from the University of Miami Pain and Rehab Center. And This guy's legit. He's peer reviewed. I found some articles. Like, oh shit, they had an actual doctor. That's rare.
That means while Dad's steak is cooking to a perfect medium rare.
Let's get Dr. Pronk on the horn with this guy and have him fucking take him to school. We had Gramps, aka Arthur Shawcross, with his power driver being used by senior citizens.
Don't panic and reach for the 7
And
wood.
then last but not least, our final testimonial as she appeared in the show was Dick's friend Leslie.
Hey, Dad.
Who was a rock climber and apparently used the power driver to put in her bolts. She was climbing up and said that you can't use batteries, extension cords are out of the question, and when your life is on the line, you better use the power driver.
With gloves on.
Leslie,
Which you'll find in the turkey frying chart.
you should not do that. And also, you're not great at reading your
So
lines.
pull it out, and it's about 3/4 of the way done now.
They were running through them, and they did them in waves, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, Johnny Bench, that was pretty fantastic. Just from the gut laughs.
For me, Johnny Bench.
He was so good.
Yeah. Cyber Dude was good.
Main thing I think about is the control.
Leslie was really funny. That just came out of nowhere. And Dick was like, yeah, it's my friend.
You promised to tell a friend about
It's like, okay, I mean.
How the fuck do you know her?
you're a lot
Do
older
you
than
climb
her.
with her, Dick?
Yeah. Or is there another kind of agreement here?
All right.
I'm just going to go right for it.
Right at it.
El Said, my guy.
That's Dr. El Said to you, motherfucker.
He gets minutes. Like, he was there for a while, and he was deadpan.
That's a bad posture.
Forever.
It looked legit and not legit.
Okay, go.
Simultaneously.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay.
And did you notice that there's this strange woman sitting behind him?
Not kidding.
Who I wasn't sure if it was like his wife
I am dressed for
She in
dinner.
this?
that was just like, yeah, can I just sit here? Or if it was the guy's wife who was also not in the shot.
Right in the middle of the green.
The whole thing was weird. However, they got that guy to do the testimonial.
Great wrist jewelry, too.
Yeah.
And
And
nice
he,
bracelet.
and he gives you the data.
Take that for data.
He says, listen,
So we're going to use these sensors.
you're not using your bicep.
Your biceps, they are ones that are responsible.
This is better.
Doesn't require the force of the bicep.
This is the better thing. I dare you not to pick him. Shout out El Said.
I'm not picking him.
Damn it.
That guy didn't explain anything when he went to the computer.
You've got
Are
me.
you saying he's a quack?
No, not saying that.
Goodbye.
Wait, did you read his article about computer-aided design of the sitting workplace?
No.
You don't downgrade him because he does everything
How
right.
about electromyography analysis of backpack carrying techniques?
No.
That's why I don't read the newspaper.
No way.
And what about his low-intensity exercise and reduction of stress?
Are you kidding me? Where are we at in society today?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry.
It's cool that he writes
Maybe you
those
should
things. I'm sure it helps people
do
out.
the reading.
I think
How many push-ups you want to do here, pal?
the way you hold a screwdriver is way down on that list of importance. Just being honest with you.
Hey, man.
Johnny Bench, Hall of Famer. 20
Fuck
seconds. Four cliches in 20 seconds.
Hey, catch
Whoa.
it.
And Dan, you were talking before about something to do with the pitch man in him.
Here I am in the light rough.
Well, he's not a pitch man because he's a catcher,
What?
a Hall of Fame catcher,
Whoa.
and the greatest of all time.
Yeah, he is the GOAT. I was brought up as a Pudge guy,
I've been heavy all my life.
as an Ivan Rodriguez guy based on the era we grew up in.
All right, Dano.
Being a man who's spent his fair time squatting behind the dish myself. But yeah, he's champion, he's a Hall of Famer, and he killed this. He knocked it out of the park. We'll be right back.
Ever had batteries fade when you're on a ladder? Send them back to the
I
miner.
love the tow truck driver,
First thing I grab is my power driver.
or whatever that guy was doing. I think he was a tow truck driver.
Yeah.
I don't know why he'd have so many expensive tools in his truck.
I've got an expensive truck with $1,000 worth of tools.
If he was a tow truck driver, but he had the light on top and it looked like that was the lift on the back.
Why
You've
not?
got a car, get a power
He
driver.
seemed angry that he was being asked about this.
It's every tool I need.
Like, oh man, I hope if I call AAA, you show up angry. This is going to be awesome. Oh, cool. We get 100 miles together. That's so neat. I'm looking forward to
It's
this.
the same guy that hits the controller for 50% of his shots.
Can't do it better than that.
Yeah.
Just uses this screwdriver for everything.
I love that guy.
I can't believe this. I'm telling
He's the guy you sit down in his truck and he's like, I usually don't talk politics, but I have a good feeling we're going to be on the same page. Right? Oh, this is great. Well, I'm glad that I'm captive. Go ahead. I'm so glad you know my home address now. This is not dangerous in the least. I'm so happy about this. Yeah.
Now you're seeing things from my
I
angle.
don't see any reason why it would be.
I mean, good for him, but it's got to be the Hall of Famer, man. He was too good not to claim it. So, yeah, this has been a real good episode for Bully and Dave, and let's just keep the good times rolling.
Good luck with your carpal tunnel, boys.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay.
I'm more worried about my knees. I'm a catcher. But yeah, Johnny Bench, congratulations.
Yeah,
Hey-o.
well, steroids. Okay.
Johnny Bench. Oh man, no, just heaters.
Yeah.
Bourbon.
Yeah, doing poppers. What the hell are they doing?
Snuff.
Him and Pete Rose, adrenochrome.
Laudanum.
Congratulations, Johnny Bench. That's it. John won. John.
When was Johnny Bench's last award?
I think I read that he was actually selling a lot of his stuff lately, so he could sell this Ronnie too. I'm not sure if it's going to fetch as much of a price, but whatever you got to do, John, we're here for you. Congratulations. Hopefully this helps.
Take it from me, Johnny Bench. Power Driver is a winner. It's a portable powerhouse that does the job where you need it. Ever had batteries fade when you're on a ladder? Send them back to the miners. Power Driver is a strong, consistent performer in a league of its own. Hey, catch it. You gotta get the Power Driver.
Gentlemen, we've come to a very important point of this show and our lives.
All right, Dano.
So I believe this is the first time it's even been up for debate.
That's the way you debate.
And it's definitely the first time it's been an official Ronnie category.
I don't see any reason why it would be.
But there is more than one moment in this infomercial that would be obvious, no doubt, Hazel moments in any other infomercial.
Sin is always a production.
And I think it's our responsibility to talk it through and see if we can determine which is our real Hazel moment and can take home our
Did somebody say muffins?
award for this session. Our nominees are right around the 9:05 mark. Mick'n'Dick.
Apple.
Levy jog from the garage to the main set where there's a small fish tank on a table. Mick puts an electric drill
Michael, don't we need to get an electric drill?
in the fish tank.
Don't try this at home, but what about I just take this and throw it right in there?
You are insane. You realize what you did?
You see the pop, you see the sizzle. Couple caveats. You know, they do flash the warning on the screen. It's dramatization. Don't try it at home. Dick seems actually nervous about it. He's got his star on the Walk of Fame as an actor, but he seemed concerned this is going to happen. They cut away when Mick lets it go and then show the pop, but like a drill got put in water.
Dump it in.
Like that wasn't CGI. They actually did that.
I literally did that.
It was filmed. It was great. And then Mick did pull a drill out for effect, which was incredible.
I'm Terry Scott.
I was so shocked when they did that. Great pun, Dan. Thanks, guys. But unbelievable that happened.
Unbelievable.
And the fact that there's even debate, because just when we thought we'd recovered from that and we're heading into the call now bit, it's usually like we say, it's an opportunity to maybe catch our breath.
Keep your back straight.
You know, Mick shares his security clearance, and then
I've been authorized by director retail.
you get to the 15-minute mark, and it's a goddamn caveman.
Stop screw driving like a caveman.
The caveman is there. I'm not wrong here, right? In any other infomercial, if either you have a fucking caveman lead off your call now segment or dropping an electronic in a bucket of water, that blows the doors off. It's no question. And here they have both.
Because most people will get two of them.
That's why this is already a Mount Rushmore infomercial. I think I'm a caveman guy because that has absolutely nothing to do with comparing it to a drill,
anything.
which I liked,
Yeah.
but they just fucking roll in a caveman. But then again, a lot of the great shit about just the surrealness of infomercial of saying, oh, what can't other competitors do? You can't put them in water. Well, I don't want to put in water. Who gives a shit? Can't put it in water. Oh, wow. Yes. Is it possible to have a dual Hazel?
I love the throwing the drill in the water, but
So nuts.
this one was too good for that. When he's doing that, I'm just kind of on board. You know, I'm going, yeah, okay. I've seen Joe do things like that. Joe would do that.
Buys lunch.
And Mike would do that.
We even have a London taxi cab to make it more fun.
They would do that. They'd have a little fun.
Car on fire. Yeah.
What nobody has ever done
And that has never happened.
is just hard cut to a caveman. Nobody has hard cut to a caveman.
Yeah.
They certainly did, and they certainly do.
That was a pull the rug out from under you thing. That was Bruce Willis dead at the end of Sixth Sense.
Spoilers.
Shout out spoilers. But no, the caveman comes in after Mick's exhaustive copy, he's just relentlessly doing this pitch for, what do we say, about 15 minutes?
What can you do in 10 seconds?
A year and a half.
Yeah. And cut to how we starting off the call now bit.
Frozen drink.
Caveman.
So what?
It's a caveman, and it's a ridiculous caveman. Gotta pick caveman.
Shout out Geico. Shout out Nick Kroll.
This was the original.
I don't know how I could do this at home with any other machine.
On the outside,
See how crispy and seared on the outside? Look at the grill mark.
looking at this stuff, I was like, what's the most effective way of selling this product? And I was like, oh, throwing it in some water. That is such a good way to be like, we are not the drills. We are not the corded kind of like power tools and stuff. It's so effective.
You can tell how effective this machine is.
And then I got thinking a little bit more. You know what's more effective? When you think about something for a little while.
The time that you want to have pasta, decide to have pasta for dinner, you can be eating at the table in 10
And when the
minutes.
caveman comes in, I immediately am like, oh, this is like that weird guy popping up from the suitcase in the power steamer.
Yeah.
It's like one of those sort of things. And then it got me thinking more. It's like, well, cavemen invented tools. This is just kind of the next iteration. Why not start at the fucking beginning and show a nice, funny caveman? So I am all in on the caveman.
You cannot go wrong with the caveman.
Have no fear. Caveman is here. Caveman.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So good.
Incredible, baby.
Incredible, baby. Incredible.
Congratulations.
I love that caveman.
Yeah.
Dave, that's you.
Dave man.
Cave Sandrini.
Oh, goodness.
This socket wrench here is right out of the Stone Age.
Stop screw driving like a caveman.
It runs on the power of sheer genius.
It's so revolutionary that
It's right out of the Stone Age.
We should maybe every 64 episodes we should come back and do the power driver again. Maybe
Yeah.
try having a regular cadence, make sure we can properly appreciate it. There's one more thing that we haven't talked about. It didn't really fit into a Ronnie category. Maybe, I mean, it's definitely a production thing. They had a theme song. There was a
Yeah.
power driver
Yep.
theme song
Yep.
for the rollout.
Yeah.
Power driver.
The preceding program was a paid advertisement for the Power
And it was
Driver.
good.
Two verses.
I was like, is this Ray Parker Jr.? Is this his second song? It's
Dan,
incredible.
That rolls into your thing as to maybe this was a very expensive
They
infomercial.
paid someone to write,
Yeah.
produce, and record fucking original music.
Yeah.
I mean, it was only 3 lines, but still, it was
Yeah.
bananas.
Maybe that's why Joe Fowler goes, why don't you let me do 3 bits and then you do a call now? And
H2O is the way to go.
maybe this was expensive. That might have put it over the top. That's the only one, right? Like, does Amazing Discoveries even have a
They
song?
have their own just like theme music.
Yeah.
The following special program, Amazing Discoveries, is a paid advertisement presented in its entirety by Media Arts International.
It's a graphic. Yeah.
Contact Body Blast.
Yeah. Wow. The CBB did something right. We did love that.
Thighs and booty.
You can banish back fat and
And
bad
then
weight.
Daft Punk broke up.
Yeah.
That's it. The bat wings will come up. That was it.
Yeah. Oh, I got a good joke here. You want to hear
No,
it?
we're good. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye, guys. Have fun at your apartments. Bye.
Thank you all for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, or follow on your preferred podcast medium. And for all things Call Now, visit callnowpodcast.com. And if you want to connect with the boys, you can find them at Call Now Podcast on Twitter and Instagram, or send them an email at callnowpodcast@gmail.com. And if you can't fight the urge to pick up the phone and call now, you can leave them a voice message at 617-356-7439. And if you call in the next 30 minutes, you might just be the next star of Call Now. Thanks again for listening, and we hope you tune in next time to Call Now.
Thank you for listening. This has been a B+ effort. We'll try harder next time.